It's a tricky one, Nana, because obviously the Constitution, part of the agreement back in the 17th century was that they don't get involved in politics, they remain neutral, and it's something that the Queen and members of the royal family are supposed to do. I think what's difficult is this one. Obviously, it's been reported, and as you said, it's in all the papers. But obviously, it was a private conversation. I think this is what's a little bit tricky because with the private conversations, like you, like me, everyone, they're allowed to have those conversations. Of course, they've got their own views and things. They're just not supposed to kind of air those, and that's when it becomes a bit tricky. But then again, I think it also depends on what the subject is, because I think this shows you how something like this, he feels really passionate. He cares about people, and probably finds that maybe it's unfair what's happening, and he's obviously voiced that, and that's which has now become the news story.
He's voiced it to one of his friends, and with friends like that, who needs enemies, to be honest? but in my view, so in the palace, if you want something to get out, you'd probably say something, and then. So I think there may have been. That's just my view, that there's a sort of deliberate slip, so it gets out there to potentially influence the situation. Do you think that could be the case?
No, I don't disagree with you. I think, it's difficult for them because if they want to view something like this, they technically can't. But as you quite rightly said, if they wanted to, like anybody within a royal household, if they want to view something, you only have to mention it to a few other people. They have to mention it to a few, and before you know it, it's out there. So, and they're quite, it is quite a strict place. There's things that are kept very confidential. If something does get out, then it can be pure accident. But at the same time, it's not impossible. So I suppose if there was something they wanted to get out and view something, especially something like this, because I think he is, bear in mind that I've been lucky enough to know the man and to work for him. I know how he cares about people and worries about things, and which I know people say, well, it's not his business because he's supposed to be neutral, and I know that they understand that. But at the same time, sometimes I think maybe they feel the hands are tied on things that they do feel passionate and strong about. I think it was a couple of years ago, he came under fire because of his views about the environment, which of course can also come under political. So it can be sometimes it can be really difficult for them.
Yeah, but you'd think, though, that seeing as he's going to Rwanda very soon, that his comments... And, I mean, Rwanda is part of the Commonwealth, right? So what's wrong with Rwanda? Well, why is he talking about it as though it's abhorrent? You're sending somebody to potentially a processing centre. I mean, other countries do things like that. Why would he say that against Rwanda? What's wrong with Rwanda?
Maybe I'm kind of wondering, from my point of view, and I'm obviously not 100% sure. I was thinking about it. I thought maybe it's just the logistics. Maybe it's kind of thinking, well, can't it be done here? Why we send them? As you said, it's within the Commonwealth, but why are we not just keeping it here? And also, it's going to cost. I'm guessing. I don't know about this, Nana, but I'm guessing it's going to cost, obviously, to send them out there for this to then come back again. That might be something maybe that obviously is being considered as well when he's been thinking about it. And I think maybe it's just common sense. He's thinking possibly why we send them. It could be anywhere, to any other country. Why are we doing that when it could potentially be done from here?